Good morning. It's good to see all of you here this morning. This is an exciting day for us, and it's an historic day for the 4 schools and for HISD. Through the process of examining our former mascots and developing new mascots at these schools, we've seen and experienced the tradition and passion that school communities have, and we understand the attachment that the alumni has to the old mascots that these schools utilized. I know that during the process I had many people say to me over and over and over again, listen, we've meant nothing with our mascot except to be able to display dignity and honor through these mascots and through these symbols. And while that may have been true, we know that times change. And over the process of over the duration of the last number of years, we've also had a lot of people say to us that they were hurt and that the mascots represented hurtful memories to them. And one of the things that we have stressed a lot is that HISD is not a hurtful place. It's an inclusive place. The city of Houston is the most diverse city in America, and that's something that we believe is a true strength of our city and a true strength of our school district. And so for us here at HISD, while this day marks the end of an era and sends a message about nurturing our cultural diversity, we do understand the importance of tradition and history, and we know that that matters. So versus just discarding our old mascots, we're treating those mascots with the dignity and respect that I think that they were intended. And we're retiring those mascots. And at our schools, each of the schools is having a mascot retiring ceremony. And that's something that we believe is necessary and something that is worthwhile. Now, today we're going to show you what the new mascots look like for each of these schools. We have had a lot of feedback and input from alumni, from current students, faculty, and community members. And we also want to be up front and clear that there is going to be some cost associated with changing these uniforms out. And we as a central office are going to incur most of that cost. Now, if you're a school and you want to upgrade the uniform, which some of our schools do, we'll still cover our base price, and then the booster clubs will come in and they will be able to upgrade, as they like to say, in some of our school communities. Now, also, when we turn these around and unveil them, we want you to also know that some of the color schemes will change a bit. We were in a rush mode to get these done. And so what we're going to do right now is call the principals up and let them tell you about their mascots and a little bit about the process they've used. And as they do that, we'll start in this order: Hamilton, Lamar, Welsh, and Westbury. We'll ask our principals to come up, introduce themselves, and as they start talking, I will swing the mascot around, and you can get a view, and they'll answer questions. So, Wendy, why don't you start? Hamilton Middle School.
Good morning. My name is Wendy Hampton. I'm the principal at Hamilton Middle School, and this has been a fun and exciting process for us here. We started with a group of student ambassadors who went out and talked to their fellow students. We had a nomination process. We also had a community meeting. We ended it with a vote from the community through our website and also with a student vote, and the overwhelming winner will be the Hamilton Huskies.
I think Lamar is next, James. You can tell them about the color.
Good morning. I'm James McSwain, the principal at Lamar High School. In a similar process, the Lamar Student Council started this process by accepting nominations in person and online from anybody who wanted to make nominations. We considered everything, and there were numbers of nominations that came in. They narrowed that group down to a very small handful, and then that was submitted to our site-based decision-making committee, and we met and discussed and met and discussed and met and discussed, and came to final consensus that Lamar High School will be the Lamar Texans. Now, we still have a little work to do with regard to design and so forth, but that will be the name that will debut next fall.
James, I'll just immediately said this is not the right color of red, and this is not the University of Tennessee T that we plan to use. So he says a little bit of orange. I think there's somebody on our staff that probably was a UT graduate, and they're trying to, not the UT, but that one. So the Lamar Texans. So next we have Welsh.
Good morning. My name is Inga Garibaldi, principal at Welch Middle School. We started with offering to our faculty, staff, and students, as well as parent community, an opportunity to provide suggestions via a suggestion box in the main office, along with suggestions via the internet. We narrowed down those selections and ended up with 10 mascot suggestions, and we allowed our SDMC to narrow that vote down to 5, in which we allowed our student community to vote, and they fell in love with the Welch Wolf Pack.
All right, good morning. My name is Tim Wainwright. I'm the principal at Westbury High School. This process was exciting. The students really responded well to the challenge. We took nominations first via survey from students at the campus and also from the community through our website. From that, we went ahead and narrowed it down to 5 choices, and then we went back to their survey, electronic survey, and again, our students completed a survey, vote, and also our community participated in the vote as well. And the overwhelming choice, again, was the Westbury Huskies.
So there you have it. Now, as some of the principals said and others alluded, this is the beginning of the process, and now what they are going to get really hip deep into is designing caricatures and really designing uniforms and the logos that they will use in the different sports.